My name is Chris. I'm the vocalist in a band called Shark Infested Daughters. We're a Calgary metal band. We like to call ourselves electrocore because it really gives you an idea of what we're going to do that sets us apart from everybody else. And I mean, right now we're taking a lot of synth and piano and throwing it into, you know, really gnarly metal, and it just kind of gives it a cleaner edge. And we play around with beats and stuff like that, which is something that has just been on the rise now for a lot of bands. But I figure electrocore is a really good staple for us because, I mean, it shows, you know, we're there to be really brutal and really metal, but at the same token, you know what I mean? Like, we can bring people who've never really gotten into metal, we can bring them to our show because we're playing all this stuff with elements of stuff like, you know, the crappy top 40s and stuff like that. Like, just putting beats into what we're doing is crucial.
Alright, so far, 4 people get 3 EPs. The rest of you are picked.
Just the fact that, you know, us 6 can create something out of nothing, you know what I mean? Like, and just get people into it type deal. So that's really all we want, is just kind of getting people to understand what we're doing and actually, you know, come out and enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, we're not top 40, we're not a country band. You know what I mean? We're just trying to do what we're doing, but I think we're pretty damn good at it. Nobody really appreciates the amount of time and effort and practice, you know, that I've spent getting where I can go. And everyone in the, you know, every average Joe just immediately writes it off as something that's so silly. If you just think you can go up there and scream an entire 45-minute set without losing your voice, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. So for me, it takes, you know, it took a lot of practice, and it's all about technique. I get people asking me all the time, like, how can you still talk? How can you know, do anything after you just did that for 45 minutes? And it's all about technique and practice. Everything that I write about is really, you know, as self-centered as it is, it's really about me and what, you know, I've had to gone through. I mean, my father died when I was 18, just turned 18, and my father died. And we had a really long history of a lot of bullshit. I mean, I watched him try and commit suicide twice in front of me. And, you know, I did the same thing in front of him. So we had this huge, huge history. And then one day he gave up. I mean, he fought disease. He was the second kid in Canada to get vaccinated for polio when the big polio outbreak happened in the 50s. So, I mean, he lived his whole life with polio in his left leg. And when we moved to Calgary when I was about 10, he got a stroke. And after that, he got Parkinson's disease. And watching, you know, your father, you know what I mean, the strongest man you've ever known, just decay and kind of break down in front of you, just a really, really rough thing for me. And when he died, you know what I mean, I thought I'd really seek solace and know, you know, at least he's not doing this anymore. But it's the fact that, you know, he's gone, and I have so much guilt of everything that we went through and stuff that I wish I'd done that, you know, I never did. And things like that. So when I write lyrics, it's really just about my struggle with trying to come to grips with myself. In our songs and everything I tried to do after, you know, my father passed away was just not give up, like not throw in the easy card. You know what I mean? And just really try and work on it type deal. And I feel that really shines in a lot of our songs. You know, we have some songs that are just kind of whack off being evil songs, but you know, the songs that really have power, that really have motive, is definitely all about just my struggle with dealing with everything that's going on. you know, it's every kid's dream to get signed and all that, but I mean, that doesn't even mean what it means anymore. For me, you know, if I can just make everybody in the room at least nod their head, at least give us some gratification, acknowledgement that we're doing what we're doing, I think that's all I'll ever need, you know what I mean? Like, we're not in this to make money. We're in this just to show people a side of us, to force it in people's faces, you know, that we can't just be brushed aside type deal, that we have a lot of stuff to say and we need people to hear it.